Well, boys, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me on the channel today. I can't believe it's getting closer and closer. Like November seems so far away, but yeah, at the same time, it's going to be here like that. You're looking forward to coming back down?
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
man.
hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We had we had such an amazing time last time. We just buzzing like
How do you find the Aussie crowds compared to some of the crowds you guys have got around the world, especially in your home country? Because we're kind of like, the scallywags, the ones that were kind of shipped off, down this way. We're a little bit wild down here.
Do you know what? It was so sim like the Aussie crowds are so similar to the UK crowds.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like it is it's like I remember you saying the other day, Stead, like even the people, the crowds, the place, it's a little bit like the UK, just nicer, like
Yeah. More things want to kill you.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Even the sun, man. I swear to God, we do not have an ozone layer. I look at you, mate, and you've got that same complexion as me, where it's kind of like you stand outside for too long and you're bright red.
Obviously talking to me.
Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We put two and two together on that one. There we go. But boys, it's blown up a lot, and we know it kind of blew up, a lot during the pandemic and everything. And I think I know why it did. But have you guys kind of pinpointed down why people kind of love what you do so much? And I'll share my thoughts after I hear it from you.
I think it's just
Um, I,
relatable, man.
yeah, it's that guilty. You didn't. I think what we do is we play songs that you didn't know you actually liked until you heard them the way we do them, and then it's okay to like them now because like no one's gonna think you're weird singing "Let It Go" at the top of your voice. Like, but if you sing it, when the film's on, it's a bit strange. But when it's four dudes on stage thrashing it out, and yeah, it's fair game, man. I think
So
it's just
true.
yeah, just people don't realize they want it until we've put it in front of them.
That's what I was going to say. There's something about you take the guilty pleasure away from it when you just add a guitar, a bass, a drum kit, and everything because you're like, oh no, that's punk rock. That's just punk rock music. Like at the end of the day, you sing all your Disney classics and everything. And like I said, you put that on in the car, you put on a Disney soundtrack as a 35-year-old man like myself going down the street. It's a little bit weird, but when it's got that punk rock element to it, people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. It just takes that
Yeah,
negativity away, and it's a lot of
It
fun.
does. Like if you're driving down the street listening to Take That or Bewitched, people are gonna think there's something weird going on. Like, but as soon as you put a punk beat on it, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah, that's where I was like, oh, I hope you guys get into Aqua. I've got to break out that guilty pleasure a bit more as well. So yeah, hopefully you got to save some for albums later as well.
Of course.
I was going to ask, how does that come together? Because I know a lot of the albums have theming to it as well. You've got all the TV show openings and all that, you Disney stuff. Do you know what's next in line? Do you have an idea of kind of what you want to venture down next time? Yep, we get the nod.
we're working on it as we speak,
Ah, there we
but we
go.
can't say.
No, no, no. I don't want to get in trouble for it either, so don't say anything.
Okay,
As long as it's in the pipeline, that's all I care about. But
we're like the 18. There's always a plan,
yeah,
and we all love it when the plan comes together.
But we haven't got a really cool van.
no,
No, we aren't.
no. You got to have the cigar. Maybe do an 18.
But
Yeah, there you
Ah,
go.
fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
But hey, like playing this live as well, traveling the world, doing this kind of stuff. Is this especially when 2020 hit and you guys kind of blew up when you weren't allowed to travel the world? Like, was that a little bit surreal? Were you kind of itching to be like, shit, want to get out there? Because you've had the legend, you're bowling for soup on songs. You had Spencer from Ice Nine Kills, and his band's doing okay these days as well. Yeah, was it kind of a bit of a wild experience to be like, shit, we're blowing up, we can't go anywhere?
It was wild, man. Like we this was never intended to be a live band. This was always just a bit of an online project, a socials thing, TikTok and whatnot. And things just kicked off so much that we were kind of not forced. Forced is the wrong word because we definitely wanted to do it, but we had an agent approach us during COVID who was like, "I want to represent you guys. Let's get this on tour." And we were like, "Okay, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go on tour. Let's have a fucking laugh." Like we're nearly 40, well up for that. Let's do it. Why not? And since then, man, like we just love touring. I mean, me and Stead especially. I think we're the biggest spokespeople for us being on tour. Like we do fucking love it.
Yeah.
Um, Like it was, like I said, it was never meant to be that, but now it is. We fucking love it. If it wasn't for commitments at home, I'd be on the road most of the year,
Yeah.
100%. Like, love it.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things too. You got to love it when you go to tour because I think about it, and I've made that trip from Europe as well. If you're a touring band and you get offered to come to Australia, you've got to love touring because that is a long flight. You're not getting paid to play these shows down here. You're getting paid to take that flight and wait in the airport all day and sit on a plane for 25 hours, whatever it is. So,
It is savage, man.
It's,
When we came over in 2023, obviously we tried to do it as cheap as we could, and we ended up on China Southern Airways. Um, and it was literally just like being on a shitty old coach
sitting on
for,
island.
oh God, it was so rough, man. And then, the only way you can numb the pain of that is to get pissed. And they cut us off, man. They cut us off.
After 2 drinks.
Two drinks each.
that's a warm up, mate. Like the first two drinks don't count. That's
Exactly.
pre-game. Yeah, exactly. That's a warm up. That's like stretching. You don't go to the gym, stretch, and go, "I've done my workout."
Yeah.
That's bull. It's
And
funny.
Peej went for a piss and he saw them stacking loads of wine in the cupboard. And
Yeah.
they told us he'd run out.
Yeah, we asked them for vodka and stuff to start with, I think, and they were like, "No, there's no spirits." We were like, "Okay, that's cool. We'll just drink wine." So they brought us a couple of wines. They came back like, "Can we get another wine?" No, no, all gone, all gone. We were just like, "We're 3 hours into an 18-hour flight, yeah? Like, what? Stock up, like." And yeah, instead went for a piss, and they had fucking loads of wine at the back. They're just hiding it from us, like.
Oh, mate, you got to do what I do on flights because I did it before it became popular. I didn't know it was a thing until my wife mentioned it. I'm the guy that just sits there like this at the wall because I don't want to look down at the TV. To the point they come up to me and they're like, "Oh, sir, would you like a drink?" And I just real creepily, "Yeah." Just staring at my wall. And eventually they're like, "We're going to make this guy pass out." So maybe yeah, that's a tip. I know I've done those flights before, man, and I've never felt like I was going to get robbed being on an airplane before than doing those shoddy airlines. So hopefully you got something a little bit nicer coming down here this time.
Well, oh, you changed your camera, Stead.
It kept pausing.
Ah,
It's all right. He was,
Oh,
pulling,
there he
he
is.
was pulling a hilarious face every time. I was like, I'm not going to say anything.
I know.
Because you're talking. I was like, it's going to look great because it's going to, I don't know if you guys are Simpsons fans, it's going to remind me of that Rock Bottom episode where they keep pausing Homer's face to look like he was aggressive. I'm like, oh, I'm cutting that up. I'm cutting that up. But tell us, like, now that you have been on the road and you never thought this was going to be a touring band, and even with the collabs you've done, what's kind of been the bit of a pinch me, I'm dreaming moment or, oh shit, I can't believe that happened?
It's,
Do you want to go? Go on, you go.
it's a stacked question for me because genuinely, I know people say this all the time and we've said it a million times, but genuinely now, it's every fucking day. Like the fact that I said to tell my missus, like, don't make any noise now. I'm going in the room to have an interview with someone from Australia. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was working in a fucking office a couple of years ago, and now I'm talking to someone in Australia because we're gonna play shows there. It's a fucking pinch me moment every day for me, and this is what I wanted since I was like 12 years old. So it's fucking mental. But the one real pinch me moment, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be Peej's one as well.
I know what
I'll
you're going to say.
I'll let you go.
Go on, then. Is Czech Republic?
Yep.
Yeah. So we played a festival called Rock for People in Czech Republic, and it's a really big. I didn't realize how big the festival was. It's huge. And the day that we played, Papa Roach were playing, the 1975 were playing. There was some really really cool bands on, and we at the time we kind of knew Papa Roach's guitar tech, and since then he's been a really good friend of ours. So we were side stage for Papa Roach, which is really cool, sick set, like. And but before that, we went to artist catering, and we walked in, and on the one big table was Papa Roach and their crew having food. We walked in, we had a table next to them, we were eating, and Jacoby sort of kept looking up at us, didn't he, and like looking over, and like we were making eye contact, and it kind of that moment of I recognize you. And he was kind of doing the same to us. And we were just like, this is fucking wild. Why is he looking over? How does he know who we are? So anyway, we were side stage for the show. And then as we left when they finished, Jacoby was round the back of the stage. And we just ended up having a chat with him. And he's like, how do I know you guys? And then we told him, and he was like, oh, right, okay. And I'm not sure if he did know. But we ended up chatting, and because we've done a version of Last Resort, we told him we'd play it and that. So when we played, then we literally played the first verse, and out of my peripheral vision, Jacoby runs on stage and does Last Resort with us. I got goosebumps now just thinking about
Yeah,
it.
same.
He runs on stage, just takes my mic, and he does Last Resort with us on stage at a festival in the Czech Republic. Oh my God, it was so sick, man. Like we were absolutely fucking, but the looks on people's faces when he came on, it was so fucking wild, man.
Because we
And
played
then
like 1 a.m, so it was like kind of the party band set. Everyone was like, kind of there to see us, but like also a bit like, oh, I'm fucked.
yeah,
And then he come on and was just like, fuck,
we went off then, didn't we? It
Yeah.
was fucking wild. And then when we finished our set, then we came off, and him and the drummer were behind the stage. So we were talking to them when we came off stage, and we were like, "We're going back to the dressing room. Do you want to come and hang?" And they were like, "Yeah, we'll go and hang with you guys." We're like, "What the fuck?" So then they came back to our dressing room there, and we were hanging with them. And their bus call. No, I know their bus call was like 3 a.m. And they literally stayed there until 2:59 until they got pulled out. So they just chilled with us for ages, man. That was sick.
And he was cool as fuck, man. Him and Tony were the nicest guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they were so nice, man.
You can't write that type of thing. Like, oh yeah, like even when you have a dream, as kids, you dream of being rock stars, and you get on stage. So, I can play with that. That never happens. The fact that he did it and didn't tell you guys first that he was just going to come out and do that, you must have floated off that stage. You must have been hovering the rest of that set about like 1 foot off the ground. Sure.
That was insane.
Oh, bro, the energy on stage went up 1,000% from that point. We were just like, fucking hell, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a moment. That was.
Oh, mate, you love to see it. You love to see it. Now, I've got to get into it a little bit because I'm curious as well, because you've done Land Down Under. We've heard it. I'm assuming that's probably going to be on the set list when you come down here. You looked at doing any other kind of like Aussie band covers. I was thinking, we've got those, I don't know if you guys remember, Savage Garden and stuff like that in the early 2000s, which would get you guys to a T. Is that ever kind of crossed the plate of like, oh, maybe, Ooh, I Want You? That's a punk pop song waiting to be done.
Well, we've done
Garden was penciled for the first album, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was the Affirmation song.
Oh, yeah. That works too. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't go, there's no like chorus, is it? Is it that one that's going?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's kind of
hard
kind
to
of
do.
plateaus all the way through. We've done You're the Voice by John Farnham.
Yes.
Your national anthem.
Your national anthem, yeah. So when we came over in 2023, it's the first time we ever played it live. We thought we got to put it in the set to go to Australia. And while we were there, it was being used for some political party something or other.
Oh yeah, it was too. Oh yeah.
And so it was almost like it was having like a resurgence at the time, and we sort of nailed it with the timing. And every night we played it, everyone was just fucking screaming it, man. It was so class, like.
Yeah. I don't know. We got plans to do any. Probably not on this one because of the time, isn't it? To do any new ones.
I mean, we've covered Round the Twist.
Yes, I know. I was very surprised when I saw that the first time. I was like, Round the Twist. Surely not. Maybe this must be some different version. But have you ever? I was like, oh fuck, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, I mean, over here.
And Neighbours.
Yeah.
You've done Neighbours as well. Yeah.
Oh, we haven't done Neighbours, have we? We've done Home and Away.
Done Home and Away.
Home and Away.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. There's Neighbours.
We haven't done Neighbours.
Tell him the Neighbours story, Stead.
Well, when we went to your beautiful country in 2023, obviously, like, timings were all fucked up. So, like, at 3 a.m, me and Peej were walking around Brisbane and Melbourne and stuff because we couldn't sleep. And then in the days, then you're off to the shows. But we got to Sydney and we had, like, I think it was 2 days off, wasn't it? Anyway, we had this one off where we just couldn't be asked to do anything. So we just chilled in our hotel room and we literally just watched old school Neighbours on YouTube, just sitting in Sydney hotel room watching fucking Neighbours. Like,
all like all
class.
like all the 90s classic episodes of Neighbours. Like it's
And
fucking
then on
brilliant.
our phones, going deep diving into like the storylines. Oh, remember this, remember this. Fucking, yeah. It's cool.
When Paul Robinson was chased by a dinosaur, like
Oh, yeah. True.
It's funny with Neighbours too, because like it's been an Australian staple for so long, but it's you guys across the pond there that kind of kept it on TV for so long. There were so many times they were going to cancel. Like, no, it's too popular over
Right.
there. We've got to keep it on. We've got to keep it on. So I'm like, you guys kept it going. So if anyone hated that show down here, it's your fault. You guys kept that on.
I fucking loved it.
Oh, it's one of those Aussie staples, man. But yeah, well, there you go. That's another one. But like I said, you can't do them all on one album because you're going to run out eventually. Because that's the thing we're doing pop punk. You don't have long songs. You're not writing like Metallica 7-8 minute songs. They're all like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. So you get through them pretty quick. Is there anything that you've been wanting to do that just hasn't worked out yet? Like it's like, shit, we wanted to do that one, didn't work when we tried it, and it's kind of been shelved.
Oh, loads.
Yeah.
Loads. That yesterday.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, every album we do, man. Like we release 10, 11, 12, 13 songs on an album, and there's always at least half the amount again that don't see the light of day. Like it happens every
some
single
don't make
time.
it past the drum track, and then some will get to right to the end and be like, "No, this is crap."
Yeah, we've done some that have got full production, full drums, all guitars, lead guitars, vocals, harmonies, backing, like everything. It is literally done. But it'll always be. It'll be better when the guitars are on there. It'll be better when the vocals are on there. It'll be better when, and then we get to the end, and we're like, I just didn't get better, man.
Well, it happens. It happens. It happens to the best of them too, man. That's the whole idea of tracking and everything. You just never know. You never know. But I'm holding out for. I don't know if you've done it. If you've done it and I haven't found it yet, then I'm going to be disappointed in myself. But Creed, I'm waiting for that Creed track to pop up. Unless it has, and I've just missed it.
No.
No,
we
not yet.
Not yet.
That'd be cool as fuck, though.
Yeah.
So I heard the back one. I'm like, all right, surely Creed's in the pipeline. They've just come back. They're popping off. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. It's hard with those rock songs, isn't it? So we did it on
Yeah.
CS, and then we kind of felt a bit dirty doing it afterwards because, like, we just like those guys are the ones we're going to be like walking past in festivals and stuff. And it's like I don't want it to come across like we think we can do it better than them because it wasn't that. I think that's where we're a bit like tentative doing it. We just
It's
wanted to
weird,
put our
man.
arms down, eh?
Yeah, it's weird. Like you'd think the hardest songs to do would be like the classically scored old school Disney stuff or like stuff from musicals and whatever that's like the music in it is fucking bonkers, like the parts are wild. But that stuff is actually easier to do than things like the basic sort of rock songs that you would get from like we did before, like with the scene this album. So with like things like Nickelback and Evanescence and stuff.
Yeah.
Like because those songs are already alternative, it's difficult to make them different within the same genre.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like 1 feet over it. Like.
Yeah, so like it's actually easier to completely rewrite a classically scored song and make it sound good than it is to redo an already alternative track.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I never thought of it that way, but you're kind of spot on, yeah, because you are in the same genre. If anything, you're kind of just speeding it up a bit to make it that kind of pop punk. But does that really make it better, or does it just kind of
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think someone made a point previously that if they want to listen to Fall Out Boy, they're going to listen to Fall Out Boy and not our version.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like so it's just like, oh, okay, well we'll leave the alternative stuff alone and we'll just crack on singing about Disney and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, if it works, it works. The proof's in the pudding there. So
Fuck yeah.
it's got you ahead of you today. So is there anything you've got in store for the Aussie fans that you can kind of give a little sneak peek behind the curtain before you make your way down here?
Honestly, it's been so chaotic. We haven't really sat down or thought about a set list or anything yet.
We haven't planned anything out yet,
Yeah.
but like, if you haven't seen us before, it will be fucking stupid. Like everything we do on stage, like is just fun, man. Like
Yeah.
it's always fun. It's always funny. It's like we always like to think that our live shows, as much as we're playing 15, 20 songs in a night, like all the space in between it is just us messing around and having a laugh, but having a laugh with everyone that's in the room, you know? Like
Yeah.
we love to think, and we love the feeling that everyone in the room is included. Like it is literally like playing in a room with all of your mates, because everyone feels included and everyone's having a laugh and everyone's involved. Um, when we played Australia back in 2023, it was a very stripped back setup because we had no money. So when we flew over, it was done on the cheap. We couldn't afford to fly all our gear over, so we didn't have much in the way of like production and stuff like that. So it was a very basic setup. But this time I'm not saying we've got more money, but we're going to spend more money um, to get certain things over so that the production is better and the setup is better, and it'll probably be even more ridiculous than it was last time.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you boys at the Sydney show. I am really looking forward to it. Guys, it's been a pleasure having you here today. We look forward to seeing you in November. Cheers.
Yeah. See you soon, bro.
Thanks so much, bro.
Thanks, boys.
See you soon.
Ciao.